How's it going, YouTube? Today I'm going to do a quick review on my go-to fly fishing combo for the vast majority of the fishing I do. I fish mostly inshore saltwater, so kind of surprised, but I use a 6-weight rod. It is the MaxCatch Ultraglass 6-weight. I got it in translucent, which just looks amazing. In the sun, this thing looks like it's bone china, fine china. You can slightly see through it, and it looks amazing, especially paired with this reel. It's just wonderful. But besides looks, this is just an all-around, it's a blast to fish with. It's a moderate action. It's an 8'6", 4-piece rod, fiberglass. It's made out of S-glass, and they use 5 layers in alternating layout. So super strong, super sensitive. This thing has, it can survive. Being only a 6-weight, fishing it inshore in Florida, saltwater fish, it's a workhorse. I wouldn't fish any of my graphite rods, not a 6-weight rod, in saltwater out here, because we run into bull reds, we run into jacks. There's no telling what you're going to get sometimes. And with this fiberglass rod, it can handle it. I mean, they punch way above their weight while still being super sensitive, a blast to cast, and they just, they get the job done. So a little about this rod. This rod is, they make it, the Ultraglass rod, which is what this is, they make them in 3 different colors. Blue for saltwater, and that's an 8-weight. I believe they only have it in 8-weight. They make an orange one and then a translucent one. And the orange and translucent they offer in 3-weight and 6-weight. The 3-weight is 7 foot for any of them. The 6-weights are 8'6", and the saltwater version, which I somehow don't have, even though I fish saltwater, is 8 foot, 8-weight. All right, so go over some of these features of this rod. Start at the bottom. It has a up-locking reel seat. This is a 5 to 7 reel, and as you can see, it's basically right in the middle. So plenty of room for a larger reel, plenty of room for a smaller reel. You got options with this thing. Has a burl wood insert, so this looks nice. You have AA+ cork grips. They're all natural cork grips. Super comfortable. They're rugged. This rod has spent a lot of time in the Florida sun, covered in salt water, fish slime, what have you, and still looks great, still functions great, not coming apart. Move up from there, you have a hook keeper. I know some people don't like having hook keepers. I enjoy them because I can hook my fly on it. I fish from a paddleboard or a kayak the vast majority of the time, and it just helps keep, I can keep a bunch of line out, keep my leader out at least, and it's keeps the fly right there, so I can cast whenever I see a fish. Easy, pop the fly off, throw out some line, hook up, get a fish, hopefully get the fish. Goes up, you have that beautiful translucent bone color. It has internal ferrules, which is, I believe they're also called spigot ferrules, and they're used a lot on fiberglass rods. It just helps keep everything nice and the same, keeps the diameter flowing nice and good, that same the taper, and it just increases so much on the feel and the bend of the rod, just keeping it consistent, so you don't have like spots that bend more than others. Just keeps everything nice and consistent all the way through. We get to there's 2 stripping guides, and they're basically conventional style chrome guides, and with all the salt water that this thing's been in, there's 0 corrosion at all, and there's no grooving or anything in the guide. So no corrosion, no grooving in either of the stripping guides. From there, we get to snake guides. So your snake guides on this thing, they are hard chrome, Same thing, no corrosion, no grooving. and it just keeps going up the whole way to the tip. So when you buy this rod, it comes packed in a rod sock. So you get a rod sock, has a section, different area for each of these sections, and they embroidered the Ultraglass 8'6", 6 weight, 4 sections on it. So if you have multiple rods, you know which one you're grabbing. This rod sock, you put your rod parts in there, and then you slide that into this rod tube. Rod tube, nice solid rod tube, protect your rods. Same thing, MaxCatch Ultraglass 8'6", 6 weight, 4 sections, so you know which one you got. Has a little window so you can put a luggage tag in there with your name if you're traveling, or you just want to identify if you're fishing with other people. Got the end zips open like that. Slide your rod sock in there with your rod. Pretty standard. And then you have a very nice adjustable strap. I don't know if you can see the stitching's nice, tight, good stitching, nice and secure. You can use this as a shoulder strap. It's adjustable, or use this to strap it to your luggage, your bags, to whatever you want. The world's your oyster. Do as you please. Okay, get those out of the way again. Alright, now, enough about the rod, let's go with the reel. Alright, so this right here is a Avid Pro. It's made by MaxCatch, and it's the Avid Pro 5 to 7 weight, which is, it pairs up perfectly with this Ultraglass rod. It holds 100 yards of 20-pound backing, which on here, once again, MaxCatch has a MaxCatch 20-pound backing. I got 100 yards of the white on here. And then I have Outbound, 6-weight Outbound saltwater fly line made by MaxCatch. It's a short taper, weight forward, floating fly line. I like the short taper, just casting a fiberglass fly rod. It's a dream. You can sling flies. I can throw with this 8'6" rod. I can throw just as far as I can with a 9-foot graphite rod, which is fairly amazing. For fiberglass, you're usually not going to throw quite as good as you would with the graphite. But how MaxCatch built this rod, and then I don't know if it's the rod, I don't know if it's the line, but the combo of them, you can sling some flies, which is great. Also, I'm fishing saltwater in the wind on in bays and stuff, and it's just good. It's a nice supple line. It's super nice. Doesn't get kinked up. It's nice and supple. Plus, no complaints there. Nice and smooth. This thing has been dunked in salt water like you would not believe. The only special care it gets is after a fishing trip, I hit it with the garden hose, let it air dry, and then I just throw it right back in the car. Don't even, really keep it any special care, which is probably not good, but this setup is so tough that it handles it no problem. I have it set up for left-hand retrieve like the vast majority of people do, but it's as simple as just spinning this right here. It is captive, so you don't have to worry about losing it. You lift this off. There is a one-way bearing. You flip that one-way bearing around, and now you have a right-hand retrieve. So, it take a minute and you got a right-hand retrieve. So, super simple. Not a lot to it. Your drag. I usually leave my drag fairly loose here. And that's about where I would have it. Fishing out here, we might catch a speckled trout that weighs a pound, and the very next fish that we catch might be a bull red that weighs 20 pounds. So I usually keep it set more for a speckled trout size fish, and then while I'm reeling it in, if it ends up being a monster, I can tighten the drag up. As simple as that. It has nice little clicks, so you can do your adjustment really easy. It locks in, and the adjustment stays right where you want it. Not much to it. Yeah, this is you know, as you can see, it looks amazing still. And I'm careful about setting, I don't want to plop it down like this onto concrete or onto rocks or anything like that. But other than that, this thing's been plopped in the sand. It gets kind of tossed around the paddleboard when I'm trying to unhook a fish or doing something like that. And it's not scratched up. The anodizing does not wear off. This anodizing is amazing on here. Super tough. And the reel is fully machined. It's 6061 T6 aluminum. Fully machined. It's not cast. Most reels in this price point, unless you're getting it from MaxCatch, is going to either be cast aluminum or it's going to be plastic. These are fully machined, which I don't know how they do it at that price, but it's great. This one right here, let's see, I believe it weighs 4.5 ounces. So 4.5 ounces. It's a super large arbor design. So for being a 5 to 7 weight, it's pretty big around, but not very thick. It's a 4.5 inch inside diameter, or ounces, and then that's 129 grams. The inside diameter of this thing is 2.2 inches, which is 56 millimeters, and the outside diameter is 3.74 inches, or 95 millimeters. They make this in 4 different sizes. They have the 3 to 5 weight, 5 to 7 weight, which is this one right here. They make a 7 to 9 weight, and they make a 9 to 11 weight. You're looking at, basically it covers a huge range and pretty much what most people are going to be using for fly fishing. Let's see, what else can I tell you about this? They do come in 2 colors. I believe you can only get 2 colors right now. It's the rose gold, which is what this is, or they make black. The black looks nice. It's anodized, so it has a nice gloss to it and does not look cheap. The rose gold with this translucent is just, I couldn't pass it up. It's an amazing color combo. Most of my fly rods and reels are black. So with this one, I decided to try to go a little bit fancy, and I'm glad I did. This reel, I don't know what else to say. It's my favorite combo, favorite setup, and I'm going to continue to fish it for, many, many more years. I don't see it getting replaced. I'll definitely will be getting more fly rods and reels. I still don't see me setting this one back on the shelf and fishing something else without at least bringing this with me to give it some cast, because it's a blast. I have no complaints on this thing, and yeah, it's an amazing combo. Highly recommend it. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below, and I'll do my best to answer them. And all right, have a good day.